Welcome to the session, friends. So, in last session, we did this much we made our first React component, we imported the React scripts and Babel, and we just displayed our first hello world from React in screen, which was like this much. And now, in today's session, what we will do is we will understand more about this JSX and how we will see that how the React will look like without JSX. So now let's see what is JSX. JSX is also known as JavaScript and XML. So what JSX does is it basically a mix of JavaScript and HTML, and like we can define certain variable here, and then we can mix that variable in HTML below. So this opening and closing is this curly braces indicates that we are writing JavaScript in between this. So we can do like this, and on refreshing the page we will see that variable getting displayed along with the HTML. So what JSX does is it makes a component and it allows us to combine JavaScript with HTML. So this component will be compiled by this Babel compiler, and then our browser will understand it. The Babel is responsible for converting this component into browser understandable JavaScript code. So what will that browser understandable JavaScript code look like? So let's see that. So for that I will make another function here, which will be app2. I will mock the same as here. So I will just return here instead of this div, right, directly returning this HTML. What I will return is react dot create element, and this will take in three arguments. Let's say ABC, and this first argument A is what we are returning, like let's say h1, we are returning h1 element, we are creating h1 element. So create spelling is mistake, I guess. So in this B we will list out all the props we have. So for now we don't have props, so we will say here null. And in this C we will specify the contents of h1, what will be the inside h1. So here we will write hello, and we will write plus props dot to. So this 2 from where it's coming is currently not specified, so here error is coming, so we will do that from here props, and then this return will not be in small parenthesis, it will directly return like this. So this will be our function without JSX. Here is not involvement of direct HTML and JavaScript, but we are creating an element based on the React class, which is imported from here. So now this app2 should be displayed here, but if we displayed like this app2, what happened is, again, this is a JSX pattern. The JSX convert the component into HTML tags, our custom HTML tags, but with React without JSX we cannot do so. So here also we need to specify react dot create element, and we will create that app2 here, and here we should pass the props. See, we are using the 2 here, so this 2 should be passed from here. This is a props, as I said earlier, and in third we will be giving null. So now this should render. Let's comment out this for now, and let's see what will be our result. So react dot create element is not a function. I guess this c is small. So now our function is working. See, now we can remove this script as well, and we can remove, and we can see whether our function work or not. So I think this text babel also we should remove. So now our function is working completely without babel and without JSX. So this is how React work without JSX, and this function above will be compiled by this babel compiler in the same fashion, and this will be understood by our browser. So that's it for this session. In next session we will learn about class names and class in JSX.